their Saints get ready to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On the ground, this is Kamara. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
46 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
Winston now to throw on first down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Brought me to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
So that challenge, a successful one.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
It's 3rd and goal.
Jameis to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing to start the drive. Ryan.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, is so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
On third down, Ryan. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Here's second and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Play action, Ryan.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. They run with Patterson. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Now it's Ryan. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints will take over here just shy of the 30. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first and 10, Winston. Trying for Brown, and And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Patterson on the carry. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Tackled by Quan Alexander. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Saints' 19-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Saints 3, Falcons 0.
Second and 8 coming from the 19. Here's Patterson. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
Davis.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mike Davis. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Now the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Saints 3. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Winston. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Dante Fowler able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Jordan. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here's Davis to run again on 2nd.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
And inches.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
And this will be a Falcons 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ryan going to give this to Davis.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd and 11 now.
They go play action now. Ryan. Room to run past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
2 minutes remaining in the 1st half, 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll make it second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordarrelle Patterson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
14, Saints 10. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Koo for the extra point.
It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Saints 10. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Jameis now on first down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Off the play fake, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Duron Harmon.
And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Lutz now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to float this over the middle, deep.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
A first down throw for Winston.
Throw left side complete to Troutman.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
A gain of 12.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
102 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Play fake. Winston. Out to his left. His throw incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Winston.
That's caught by Marquez Callaway.
Touchdown!
Marquez Callaway.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the two-point conversion.
Well, they'll turn to Kamara.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Saints 16.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
This taken in at the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
To throw again on second down, Ryan. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now Ryan on first down.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They go play action with Ryan.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Kyle Pitts
with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
28, Saints 16. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
You better bring it. 45's the mic. You better.
Throwing, Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
45's the mic. 45. In your face. 45. Mike, 45.
From the gun, Winston.
Back to Kamara for another catch.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
127 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Antonio Brown. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Falcons 28, Saints 23.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run. He was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And that's his 2nd touchdown run of this game, and this one, add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
35, Saints 23. Younghoe Koo to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Harris to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And this will wind up as Saints first down as he gets it up past the 35.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll run on first down. Patterson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Well, now they'll try the end around. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the Saints' 25-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan. He's to the 10. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms here going over the middle. 3rd down.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and forever. Ryan. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's Harris to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 37-yard line.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. It's a 1st down and more for Davis. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line.
And that's a good substantial run there from Mike Davis. And how about his career resurgence? Because he's bounced around a bit in the NFL. From San Francisco to Seattle to Chicago to Carolina. And now here with the Atlanta Falcons. Always dependable, Mike Davis.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Patterson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Falcons, they level their mark at 4-4 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.